the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much for your support as well and your friendship with me. I've honestly gotten to know a lot of you through Etsy, through Instagram, and I'm so happy to have built these connections. I'm so happy to have built these friendships with you. So thank you for your continued support. Thank you for coming over here and watching these videos. I know that time is precious. So the fact that you spend even a moment of your time here watching this video means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for being here. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, please join us. Join our beautiful soul family by subscribing to the channel, hitting your notification bell, and make sure to drop me a comment below because I do offer a chance to win a free reading with me on a monthly basis, sometimes multiple times a month. So be sure to drop your comment and hit your notification bell if you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free reading. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for personal readings and Instagram for a chance to win a free mini read as well over on Instagram on occasion too. But for today's pick a card reading, if you're new to the channel, please get cozy. We're going to have a little chat. We're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card reading is all about who has you on their mind in their dreamscape. So who is dreaming about you and why? Why are they dreaming about you? Does it mean anything? Does it mean that they have any intentions towards you? We do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the hematite. Pile number 2 with the blue aragonite. And pile number 3 with the red carnelian palm. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting from Spirit, and my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, our topic is all about who is dreaming about you and why. What does it all mean? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the piece of hematite here, and this is your reading. Who is dreaming about you and why? The card that you were drawn to is the Full Moon in Virgo, Take Inspired Action card. And so this person could be a Virgo, perhaps. This could be a very sort of practical person because this card specifically talks about being inspired to take some sort of action towards you, being inspired to start taking practical steps, and really somebody who could be second guessing themselves. So the person that is dreaming about you right now could be a very practical person that Spirit can't really access on a day-to-day basis because they could be a little bit closed off to that energy. They could just be someone who is just too focused on practical steps and not focused enough perhaps on the spiritual realm. So they access this person during their dreamscape, for instance, or during their dream times because they just have more access to them. And that is when our consciousness, our subconscious is able to really thrive, is during our dream realm. So this person could be being influenced by their spirit team during their dream realm in order to inspire them to take some sort of action towards you. So let's take a look here and see who is dreaming about pile number 1. We'll start with the who's and then we'll see why. Why are they dreaming about you? Who is dreaming about pile number 1, please? You have the 3 of Swords. It's a very heavy energy to start out with the 3 of Swords because it's really talking with somebody who does feel separated from you, or in the very least, it's an emotional separation, could be a physical one as well. And they do feel like they kind of put themselves there. You can see she's thrusting that sword into herself. It's like my actions, my passive nature, because the 2 of Swords are sitting on the wall. It's like my lack of action may have caused my own despair at this moment. So this person that is dreaming about you is someone who could be in no contact with you, who does feel very bad about not taking action towards you in the past. The 9 of Pentacles. But they are the type of person that is very focused on work, very goal-driven. This is someone who takes practical steps that they feel guided to take, and they are the type of person that may try to skirt over emotional feelings in order to get over it quickly. So someone who walks away quickly because they figure out of sight, out of mind. That may be the type of personality. Because they are a hard worker. This person is projecting themselves as a very hard worker and someone who's very focused on their coin and their position at this time. 8 of Cups. But despite taking a lot of practical steps moving forward, this person emotionally has taken a lot of steps back. And they are someone who you have walked away from. You may have found abundance in other realms since you walked away from them. And they thought it would be easier to walk away. But they just carried, I just heard, I carried your love with me. It's like they just carried that with them. They pushed all of their thoughts of you down in the past, down away from their crown so they wouldn't have to think about it, which is why Spirit is accessing them now through the dream realm. I just was looking at her big pregnant belly there. And Spirit showed me the crown chakra and how they don't want to think about, or they didn't want to think about you, or it's really difficult or painful for them to think about you. So they do push it down. But now, let's see, her pregnant belly sticking out there. So there's this feeling of the emotions starting to become noticeable in their dream realm. They can't suppress it forever because it's rising to the surface whether they like it or not. And they really, this is the person that really thought that they had kind of gotten over this. They really thought that they had conquered this. They felt like they had conquered their feelings for you, that they had moved on, when boom, all of a sudden these dreams started to rile up about you. We have the Sun. Now, there is already a message that's coming through about the reasons why this person is dreaming about you. It's because they want to seek clarity. They have had epiphanies about you too, about their lack of action, because they really feel like it was a lack of action towards you that created the separation. And so they've had these epiphanies that have hit them through the dream realm. And part of their dreams, they're really dreaming about, they could even literally be dreaming about being naked in front of you, because there's a sense of being super vulnerable. And you know those dreams that you have when you're falling, or you go to school and you realize you forgot to get dressed? It's like those type of dreams coming in. They're very repetitive for this person. And they do circulate around vulnerability. Now, because it's the dream realm, sometimes it's going to take odd shapes for this person. So it's like really weird dreams. They're almost cartoon-like dreams, but it's always circulating around expressing something, bringing their truth out of the murky depths and into the light. We have the Ten of Wands. Back of the deck is the Fool and the Hierophant. You may have worked with this person, or there could be an institution connection here. So school could be a factor with this person, because it feels like they have evolved and elevated themselves in life, but emotionally speaking, they're still back on this precipice. They're still back on that cliffside because they never took that leap. And now in their dreams, that it's like a loop. It's a constant companion. It's kind of like a haunting. Do you know when they talk about those different hauntings that are repetitive in nature? It's not an active haunting. It's like a residual vibration that's being absorbed by the building, for instance. It's the same person making the same steps across the lawn every day. And that's what their dreams are like. They're very repetitive because it's the same lesson being repeated. It's looping in front of them until they take action. And I do feel like that's one of the purposes of these dreams, is for them to learn the lesson, to acknowledge it too. That's a big part of them, and their ascension is to be able to acknowledge the lesson, because they feel the pain of it, but it's like they're still trying to skirt around the acknowledgement, which is why the dream realm is being utilized at this time. But there is this emphasis on needing to unburden themselves. In order for them to heal, in order for them to really feel confident in their position, that could be the reason why they're dreaming in that way, is because they feel the necessity to move behind and move away from that unfulfilling cycle, to unburden themselves from all of this pain that they've been carrying, all of their truths that they've been carrying that have precipitated this separation as well. And they're dreaming about you consistently because they're grieving you. They have not moved on. They have not been able to move forward, even though they've perhaps physically moved forward here. And they honestly, what is making them hesitate from taking inspired action is assuming that you've moved on. And that's just a way that the ego utilizes that belief against them, so that they don't take the action that they feel inspired to take during the dream realm, because they keep fueling this belief at themselves that you've already moved on. You've already moved on. You've moved on into a new cycle. And they could be right. You may have moved on into a new cycle. You may, there could be you being pulled in different directions, for instance, or them at this time. Because that's part of the big epiphany in their dreams, is the fact that this king and queen are perfectly matched. It's like they belong together. In fact, these two cards link up together. They're perfectly matched with one another. You could both be fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, specifically Leo energy coming through. Also very strong Taurus energy coming through as well. And we have the Nine of Cups. Back of the deck is the Six of Wands. And they dream about you in a very, like, they dream about this victory of being vulnerable, and it allows this cry of victory after we express ourselves in vulnerability. And in their dreams, you match their frequency. In their reality, they tell themselves not to take action during the daylight because they say that you've moved on. But in their dreamland, anything is possible. You're not beyond their reach. You're a possibility. And so they almost like the dreams that come in because it reminds them of you, of course. There is this feeling of wishful thinking. They don't, even though these dreams are meant to encourage them to take inspired action, or in the very least to adopt the lessons that they learned and to apply them to new situations in the present. They're giving me this energy of feeling like it's not possible. Even though they're being inspired to take that course, it's like it feels like wishful thinking. And that, again, is the ego fueling that belief at them that it's not possible, that they can't take action. And that was the same ego, the same voice that was fueling that passive energy towards them in the past. So there is a real purpose to their dreams because Spirit sees that they haven't evolved from that place of fear. And so now the dreams are being utilized to inspire them to take action upon the revelations that they have had about you. What are some of the dreams that they're having? What are they thinking about? Their thoughts and feelings for pile number 1, please. You have here transformation. And ultimately the lessons and the main lesson of their dream and their dreams about you is about taking advantage of opportunities as they present themselves and taking a bite out of temptation, bringing forward their seeds of truth so that there's nothing that lies in the shadows, and therefore we won't have these unknown questions in our mind looming over us consistently. We have the House. And I just heard that in my mind, I keep hearing that Dixie Chick song, Not a Night Goes By, that I don't dream of wandering through the home that might have been. And that's ringing through my mind right now, them dreaming about the home that could have been built if they had taken the practical steps they felt guided to. And so now their dream realm is kind of, it's kicking them a little bit in the pants. It's kind of giving them a little bit of a I told you so mentality coming through. What are some of the thoughts that this dream and these dreams of pile 1 inspire, please? What are some of the thoughts that they're having about pile number 1? Ooh. I don't want to hide my feelings for you. I don't want to hide my connection anymore. And that's one of the big epiphanies that they're starting to have. They're feeling inspired to act upon how they feel. You will hear from me soon, taking practical steps. Now, I don't necessarily see they're being pushed to take action. So you may hear from this person. They're still showcasing a lot of trepidation in the future. I can tell you don't trust me, and I want to change that. They don't know how you feel. I feel that that's a big confusion point for them. They assume that you don't trust them. They assume that you're tired of waiting. Telepathically communicate with me. And that's what they feel like is happening too. They wonder if they're dreaming about you because you're dreaming about them. So as much as they aren't usually one to perhaps head towards the spiritual realm, they're wondering, is this a telepathic communication? You may, if you're dreaming about this person as well, which is what drew you to this reading, you may find that there is a line of communication open here. I've been thinking about proposing to you, and I held back, and I feel like this is in the past tense. I hold back because I don't want to be rejected, and they held back because they don't want to be rejected. And I'm situating this karmic situation, and they know that they're kind of taking the fall for this one. They're saying that this was all my fault. And that's the other sort of proclamation that the dream realm is affording them, is this belief of like, oh, I think I did all of this. And because they put themselves here, that means that they're being inspired to take action to get themselves out of it. What are some of their thoughts that they're having? What are some of the thoughts in their dreams that are circulating for pile 1, please? I'm just going through the motions in life right now. This does seem like a creature of habit too. This person feels like they have a very strong sense of like habit. They have a schedule that they keep. One on the floor here. I want to reach out to you, but I am scared. I should be satisfied with what I have, but I'm not. They feel like they should be satisfied with what they have in life and what they've achieved in life, because they've achieved a lot. We were just kids when this began. Almost looks like a little lunch knapsack on the back of that Fool. There's this sense I just heard, like following you around like a puppy dog. Following you around like a puppy dog. I think about you when I'm alone. I'm stuck in a complicated situation. And we also have here, I made so many wrong decisions when it came to you. And that is the epiphany that they're having in their dream realm right now. Spirit's using their dreams to highlight those beliefs that they have been suppressing and trying to avoid. You have made it easy to fall in love with you, and you make it easy to fall in love with you as well. Let's get, ooh, I'm bumping you all over the place. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. The person dreaming about pile 1 right this moment, are they going to take action in the bowl? We have the Page of Swords. There's a school connection here, but they really doubted their intuition when it came to you. They could be watching you at this time. For someone watching, they may not approach because they could be fearful of creating havoc for you, even legal issues for themselves or for you. Especially if other commitments are in place, and that's not for everyone. That's just if it resonates with you. We have the Judgment, and we have the 10 of Wands in the reversal. And ultimately, the Judgment is this consistent thought that is processing about you because they are being called to judge themselves. It's like they're not even actively trying. It's not like they're sitting down thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to come up with solutions. They're being bombarded in their dreamland with all of these, their dreamscape with all of these thoughts of you, which is urging them to act, urging them to kind of calculate a new plan or to apply a new force to create solutions so they can unburden themselves, because that's what we saw at the ending of your reading is this 10 of Wands, is the burden that they're carrying, all of these inspired courses that they felt inspired by you and they never took action upon. They need to unburden that. I do feel like they could reach out for someone watching. They could step out of the watcher position and into something more real. We have the letters A and C. We have forever, and I feel like forever friends. It feels like forever friends. We have here the Peace, somebody who can't move on. I think of the 6 of Swords. We have the Sacred Heart of Jesus. There could be a Catholic connection or even a school connection if you went to a Catholic school, for instance, so take that as it resonates. But it's more important about what's on this charm. It's the Sacred Heart, which is this vulnerable heart that has thorns all around it. So somebody who is suffering with the truth of their feelings. The King of Cups, they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But what's more important is the fact that they turn their back on their emotion and now they're kicking themselves because that emotion, they can't control that aspect of their thought process in the dream realm. We have the Ace of Swords, and they've had painful epiphanies. We have unfinished business with the world. We have Just Be, and we have the Spoon. I think of children, so they may not act because of children at this time. They may have also been a child when the two of you met. That says we were just kids when this began. If you went to school with this person, there is this feeling of like needing to spoon feed information. It's like there is this feeling of holding back their emotions with the whale and not expressing it, and now they feel like they're drowning in it. Oh, we also have the Grapes. I think of friendship. I think about intoxication as well. All right, pile 1, that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, please drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win that free reading. You can check out my other accounts on Etsy and on Instagram as well. Those links are down there too. But please come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the blue aragonite. And this is your reading. Who is dreaming about you and why? The card that you were drawn to was the full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check here. And so this person could be a Capricorn perhaps, but this reality check card speaks about worrying needlessly. Somebody who is perhaps worrying without any sort of application to create any sort of change as well with this card. So that could be part of the reason why the dreams have been fueled by you or thoughts of you, is because they've had this epiphany. They've had epiphany about you. So let's take a look and see. Let's see what... Who is dreaming about pile number 2 and why? Ooh, I got a lot going on here already, so let's see. And they're all reversals. So we're going to put those back and we're going to try again and see what spirit. This is a lot to start, but let's see. They're Ace of Cups, the World, and the Six of Swords. So this is definitely somebody who cannot move forward. So we'll start there, but let's see what spirit wants to bring forward. And I just keep seeing the Eight of Swords too. So who is dreaming about pile 2, please? You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Tower, and it's with the Eight of Wands. So they definitely have had an epiphany, this person, when it comes to you. You can see here on the Eight of Wands, they're riding this rocket ship through the night. So it's been part of their dreamlands that has powered this epiphany, or part of their dream realm, rather, that has powered this epiphany, because they've ran from it. This person has run from the truth. So Spirit caught up with them, caught up with them in the dream realm. They can't run from the truth because Spirit says that this situation has had such a profound influence on them that they're going to utilize this as part of this person's soul growth and their ascension. And so they really can't run from it forever. They have to face the onslaught of the reality of this loss, or the reality of their feelings for you. It's almost like the epiphany has hit them in the dream realm for this person, and now they are they're wondering if it's not too late to make a change, if it's not too late to kind of go in and play defense. It's like they want to go in and rectify the situation. The Queen of Cups. And they're really worried or concerned that you're not feeling the same way, or that your investment is not still there. They're concerned about that. Eight of Coins. Who is dreaming about you? There's also a secondary message coming in for someone that has a very strong work connection. So this person could be working with you, or has had worked with you, but I do feel like it could be a current work connection. So somebody who you're working with could be dreaming about you right now, and they don't want to express how they truly feel because it could create an epiphany or a change for them in their environment. So this reality check is really speaking to the necessity to face the consequences if they actually want to apply change towards the situation. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Six of Coins. So there is a really strong, heavy element to communication, to the work realm here. So I feel like this person could be working with you presently, or again, they could have worked with you in the past, but it feels very current in the energy at this moment. I'm going to just grab a different little deck here. This is somebody who is definitely wearing masks and acts really confident around you, perhaps even acts unbothered. And this could be someone too that it's not just the work realm that is the issue. It could be other foundations in place for this person. There could be karmic connections here that stop them from executing change. And this could be a reality for you too. There's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy with this person too. Or with you. Nine of Wands. I also just got a message for someone watching, again, not for everyone, because I'm dealing with collective energy, but this is a divine feminine, perhaps, who is attracted to another divine feminine. So that's not for everyone. It has nothing, it has little to do with energy, or little to do with gender, and more to do with energy, but I felt it necessary to mention that as a point of reference for someone watching. If you have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Magician. Back of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. There is a strong emphasis that somebody within this connection could have a family. So you could have a family, or again, there's a really strong motherhood energy here, or this person could also have a family. There are complications a lot with this person. So they're dreaming of you because they have such a strong focus on you during the waking realm. So they spend a lot of time thinking about you, watching you, keeping tabs on you, for instance. Their energy is monopolized by you during the day. So at night, it's just a natural transition. It's like a habit that's been formed of thinking about you. So it's filtering into their dream realm as well. In the dream realm, though, they're navigating around the reality of the situation. And there is this reality check card, this full moon in Capricorn. The Capricorn energy rules the devil in the tarot. So there's the sense of attachment, of insecurity that holds us back, and certain aspects of reality that are impeding us from moving forward into a new phase. It's like this person's kind of hoping for some sort of sudden turn of events. And they sometimes dream about that, if I'm honest. They dream about a sudden turn of events that eradicates any complication, removes it from the situation. I don't even feel like they seriously want these things to happen, but it's a fantasy realm, right? It's like where anything is possible. And so there's this ability to play within that fantasy. But then when they wake up, they're snapped back to the reality of the situation. And their inability to transition or move forward, and the frustration that they're feeling because they're feeling a pressure to communicate how they feel. They're worried that it's going to kind of be noticeable, especially in the work realm as well. What are they dreaming? What are some of the thoughts and feelings that they're having? What are they dreaming? We have here vase, secret admirer, and not unsuccessful plans. Now, when I see the knot, I think about somebody whose stomach is tied up in knots when you're around. I think about someone who has tied the knot as well. So there could be marriages here, again, with children. So take that as it resonates. This is somebody who does keep their feelings to themselves. They suppress how they feel. The Seven of Swords is a very secretive energy, and someone who is keeping their feelings to themselves. A secret admirer. But they don't have, they feel like they are stuck in a karmic situation or a karmic loop that has stolen their voice or stolen their power. And in a perfect world, they dream about you communicating how you truly feel. And in the dream realm as well, in their dreams, you do communicate how you feel. You come right out and say it. Because that's exactly what their dreams circulate around, is your emotional expression, so that there's no more necessity for clarity. Sometimes their dreams will switch and they'll be the ones that have the courage, but it's because of the vulnerability you show in the dream realm that gives them the courage even in that realm to act towards you. We have Ant, work, achievement, and success. It's coming out reverse, but I do feel like there could be a strong work connection to this person who's dreaming about you. But it's also, they're kind of hoping that the divine feminine here, this Queen of Swords, will be the aggressor or will speak their truth so that they don't have to. Some of their dreams turn a little bit fiery. There's the firecracker, excitement. Some of their dreams do circulate around the sexual realm. Not always. I feel like they you know how dreams will move from something that makes sense into something totally weird. That's what it feels like. It starts out very sexual, and then the reality checks start to kind of filter into the dream realm as well, which start to create the upheaval, start to create the frustration, and really highlights the pressure that's building underneath to kind of express something to you, because they definitely have this spark and it wants to take off. We have here, be in the present and dream of the future. It says, when we dream, everything is possible. And that's exactly what this person likes to escape to. They like to escape to a place where it is possible for them to have successful outcomes to their plans. And in reality, the reality is they take a reality check because it doesn't feel possible without creating upheavals for themselves and arguments and conflicts, especially within the home, because I feel there's a strong emphasis here, even if it's a work connection, to the home realm. And that's what they're considering. And that's why they can't take action, or why they feel like they can't take action, because they feel stuck in a karmic situation. It says, consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And so they're kind of stuck. Their dream realm is highlighting this tug of war between reality and desire. Let's get some some message cards to see what sort of thoughts are filtering through their mind during these dreams. What thoughts are pile 2's person having when they are dreaming about pile number 2? You have so many choices and options. The 6 of Pentacles. It's like, what do you need me for when you are obviously the top tier? So they're kind of, they put you up on a pedestal. They are also speaking about options and potential third parties here too, so take that as it resonates. Do I know you from somewhere? The 6 of Wands. Someone who can't move on, and someone who is wearing masks around you. Someone who acts very confident, but is actually hiding a lot of insecurity. We have maybe, on the fence about what is possible. The fact is that they just want you all the time. The 8 of Wands. And that's happening currently. I feel like you see this person regularly. Because they're always, Spirit just said, they're always getting new material to dream about. We have here 15, I'm addicted to you. The Capricorn, we started with the Capricorn energy on the reality check. This is an obsessive energy, somebody who obsessively thinks about you, who perhaps has created this habit of obsessively dreaming about you too. And there are attachments that are keeping them from acting, whether it be emotional or physical. You make my heart full, the 10 of Cups in the reverse on the back of the deck. And when we see that card, it does speak about somebody who's worried about a marriage breaking down, or a emotionally fulfilling situation that they've invested in breaking down. Let's take a little, actually I'm going to use one of some of these white cards too. What are some of the thoughts that they have during these dreams about pile number 2, please? You have made me so happy, because you are like a breath of fresh air. But reality has hit me like a ton of bricks. So in the dream realm, anything's possible for this person. In the dream realm, they're able to have confidence and have this emotionally fulfilling experience with you. But when they wake up, the reality hits them about being stuck, feeling hesitant from being able to move forward. I fell so hard and fast for you. I want to see you so badly. They want, they want, they want. That's what I just keep hearing, is they just want you. We have here, there's no going back now. I'm just going through the motions in life right now. Back of the deck says, I think about that last day a lot. And I want to ask Spirit about whether this person will take action. So Spirit, will pile 2's person take action? Are they going to be influenced by their dreams to take action? They feel inspired to move behind an emotionally unfulfilling cycle. That's what these dreams are actually implementing as an inspiration. To not just force the reality, but to act upon the reality as well. But I do feel like there is going to be hesitancy, because this person is focused on a practical realm and focused on other foundations. Here's the 6 of Pentacles. And so now is not the time for them, because they feel like they've kind of made their bed and they have to lay in that bed now. So there's this skull at the bottom, the pendulum. It's like it's swinging back and forth so ominously, but it's the symbol of grief associated with not being able to act now, because timing is just not right. The timing just isn't right for us, is what I keep hearing. And they are being pulled in different directions. They still feel very connected to you. This person could consider you a friend as well, but there's a lot of mutual attraction here. So you may be able to recognize who this person is just through that. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Whoops. Pile number 2, please. What was the last thought that their person had about them in the bowl? We have Taurus energy, very strong with the Emperor. This person's frustrated because they are protecting something, but it's like what they're protecting is causing a major thirst for themselves, and they are, when they think about you, their dream realm about you kind of allows them to step away from their responsibilities and all the burdens on their shoulders, and it allows them to remind themselves of when they were young, or reminds themselves of when they had freedom to explore. And so there is this holding on energy, and this person has thought about how long they've been holding on to these feelings and how tired they're getting. There's a definite exhaustion coming in. You have the microphone, communication. I think about somebody who wants to speak to you, wants to express something to you, and they're feeling there's the dream charm. They're feeling the pressure to do that. We have the letter P. We have the dream charm and the heart charm. So somebody who wants to speak to you through their heart chakra in the dream realm, someone who is only allows themselves vulnerability in the dream realm too, because here's the dragon. So it's someone covered in scales, very strong Taurus Emperor energy, but there's a soft spot, and you are that soft spot. We have the dog paw. I think of loyalty and friendship and trust. We have the world marble and the apple of temptation. So unfinished business here. All right, pile number 2. That's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, please drop your comment below if you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free reading with me, and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can respond to you if you're chosen the winner. I've had a little bit of problem having my winners reach back out to me, so I just want to make sure that I can connect with you. Be sure to check out my links below as well if you feel interested and called to a personal reading. But I do hope that you come back for a visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the red carnelian palm. I'm going to put that right back here. And this is your reading. Who is dreaming about you right this moment, and why? Why are they dreaming about you? You chose the Detoxify Full Moon in Taurus card. So this person could be perhaps a Taurus at this time. There's a lot of stubborn energy surrounding that. And the Detoxify card really talks about somebody who has become a little bit obsessive over you, perhaps. So somebody who is dreaming about you, and spirit, maybe you, like, nothing goes to waste. Spirit doesn't let anything go to waste. Even our worry, even our obsessions, they don't let that go to waste. They will sometimes implement or kind of go into the dream realm if we are obsessing over something. And that will continue, our thoughts will continue into the dream realm. And so they have more access to us there. It's like our subconscious can work more freely. So they have the ability to help clear out some of that clutter. So this person is obsessively thinking about you. And some of those dreams could feel obsessive in nature as well. So the Detoxify card could indicate that they need to detoxify from some of these obsessive thoughts that they're having about you. But let's take a look and see who is dreaming about pile 3, 8 of Pentacles. Spirit's already indicating that they are using the dream realm to help create a transformation in this person because they need it. They definitely need that. And they could be a Taurus. They could be somebody who is very grounded to the earth elements, very protected in nature. So there's the sense of them being guarded against. Sometimes this person could be a little bit guarded against the spiritual realm a little bit. For someone watching, they could be working with you too. You have the 7 of Cups. And this person definitely lives in their head, lives in this fantasy world when it comes to you a little bit with the 7 of Cups, because they dream about you often, quite a bit. It's become a bit of a habitual cycle for them. It's not uncommon for them to dream about you. This isn't something that just popped up for them, because they actively, like, you're the last thing they think about before they go to bed. So of course they're programming themselves to have you implement their dream. There's a lot of confusion about how you feel towards them, but they like to fill in those gaps with their own conclusions. We have the King of Pentacles. Definitely a strong sense of Taurus energy with this person for sure. They are worried about what other people think about them as well. So especially if there's a work connection here, they get concerned about other people applying their opinions to their situation. And this could be somebody that considers you a friend. I don't think that you'd be very close to this person because they're very guarded emotionally. They may not let a lot of people in that way. But it's somebody that there could be flirtation that occurs during the waking realm. And you may have spent time with this person socially, like in a group environment. There also could be from like a different sort of background than you. It's like there's differences here with the Three of Cups. It's like 3 different versions of people coming together. We have the Ten of Wands in the reversal. Whoops. Okay, back of the deck we have the Four of Swords. And we have the Six of Cups. And it's reversed. Oh, this is somebody that would consider you a friend, and they like to fantasize that you are more than just a friend. This is somebody who wants to be more than just your friend, but they may have some unrealistic expectations towards those goals. And that's why the Six of Cups is like the way that it is. This Chariot energy is them being pulled in different directions when it comes to you. You may also be pulled in different directions in this connection too, but their position could hold a lot of weight as to why things would be so difficult for them to transition into something more. This detoxify card with the Ten of Wands reversed is really speaking about the necessity of these dreams being used by spirit so that they can get themselves back squared away and centered. And the dreams are being used to bring in some truths of the situation, because the Four of Swords, if you really take a look at most of the versions of the Four of Swords, there's 3 swords that are separate from the 1 ace. And the 3 swords are acknowledging the pain, the separation, the obstacles that are actually the reality of the situation that create impediments. And this ace is the truth, which sometimes stings, but the truth sets us free. It allows us to walk away from things that have become a little bit of obsessions, or it allows us to break free. If we can see the truth, even if it stings a little bit, it's like ripping off of a band-aid. So it's the dream realm. The Four of Swords is a retreat energy where we're in a meditative state. So it's a natural card to come out during a dream-like reading, because it's asking us to focus upon the healing aspect of this journey, as opposed to creating practical solutions in the present realm. So that's the purpose. That's why this person is dreaming about you, is because Spirit's using the dreams to help them to clear out the clutter, because they're starting to be, it's starting to affect their internal world and affect their trajectory, their momentum in their own life, if they continue to hold on to the fantasy of you, because this person is fantasizing about you. And their fantasy may have unrealistic expectations because of position. And truly, it's not because there's not even mutual connection. I feel like there could be a mutual attraction here between the two of you. It's not that this is just some psycho that's like obsessively focused on you. There could be a very strong mutual connection here with the Six of Cups, but it would just cause too much confusion, too much conflict in our environments, in the work realm and beyond. And so that's why there's this detoxifying energy coming through. Because I feel like there is a really strong connection here. I saw the Six of Cups again. But this person keeps saying to themselves that if I act upon it, that's why they're trying to work on this detachment in the dream realm, and they're not acting upon their impulses during the day, because they fear that it's going to cause havoc for you and for them and for everyone. And to be honest, they're intimidated by you in the working realm too. So it's like they're confused about how you feel, but they're also intimidated enough that they don't know if they should approach. They feel like they could get rejected. And they don't want to create confusion or obstacles in your life or conflict in your life. We have the Devil, Capricorn. There are some similarities to pile 2 here, I will say. Queen of Cups. And I do feel like there's an emotional investment from the Divine Feminine here as well. There's an emphasis here on children. So for someone watching, there could be children involved. So take that as it resonates. That's the other reason why, yeah, there's the Queen of Pentacles. The other reason why it's not it may not be logical for this person to feel like they should come forward, because that's what they're fighting in the dream realm. They're fighting this addiction. They're trying to fight this addiction. They're having a difficult time doing it in their waking hours, so they're trying, it's like their higher self is trying to utilize the dream realm to help bring them the lesson that they need. We have the Page of Swords, and I do feel like this person could watch you in the environment that they know you from. So whether it be the work, the school environment, they keep tabs on you online as well. And honestly, thoughts of you even during the day are constant companions for this person. But it feels too risky to implement change in the waking hours, because all of those practical concerns are staring them right in their face. Their attachments, their insecurities, the practical energies in the way. So it's during this sleep energy, it's during this period where the lesson can come full circle and they can learn how to detach and detoxify from this type of addiction. And they're addicted to you because look at all of the energy you represent. If you're the divine feminine here, there's nothing you can't do. It's like there's nothing you can't do. You're smart, you're attractive, you have an emotionally beautiful heart. You're focused, you're driven, you're creative. No wonder they're so obsessed over you. And this is the devil talking about that obsession and the necessity to detach from that and to detoxify from that, because people need to be focused on their own internal journey. And when we focus too intensely on another situation that perhaps is beyond our control, it just limits us. It limits how we are able to feel gratitude in the present moment. What are some of the dreams that they're having about pile number 3? We have here coins, money will be coming to you. And we have here funnel, period of frustration and lessons to be learned. And they are frustrated. That's why it's like anyone chained to a pillar is going to be very frustrated. I do feel like there's a work connection to this person as well. They're worried about their positions. They're worried about their status. We have here chair filled. Someone is now entering your life, or someone new is entering your life. And the chair filled card is really speaking to me about third party here. So someone in this connection could have a third person, for instance. So take that as it resonates to your situation. That may not be for everyone. We have here ear, good news. And tent, temporary situation. Back of the deck says elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. And so this detoxifying energy, even again, as I said earlier, the obsessions, the detoxification, all of that is going to be utilized towards something positive in our experience from spirit. So even though it's been this long journey, it challenges us. These dreams are very challenging for this person. Ultimately, it's adding to their experience. It's allowing them to adopt and see lessons and to absorb these lessons, the type of lessons that we all face as spiritual beings having this human experience. What are some of their dreams and thoughts of pile number 3, please? We have here romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Number 25. And this would be someone that would give you attention in the realm that they know you in. So if they know you from work, this would be someone that you actively speak to, flirt with perhaps. And we have here, act as if your partner is here. It says, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if you were with them so that you'll always consider them. Number 37. And they do always consider you. You're always on this person's mind. That's why every sort of aspect of their journey is influenced by you at this time. Back of the deck says, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And when our focus is on obsession, it means we're not feeling balanced and we've moved into this devil energy. And so that's why there's a necessity now, Spirit says, for this detoxification. They need to clear out that clutter because it's just bleeding into too many areas of their life. Let's take a look at some messages. What are some of the thoughts and feelings they have about pile number 3 during their dream? This has taught me what pain really is. It's like they're jonesing. It's like they're detoxing. Detoxification is a very painful thing, both emotionally and physically. I want to grow old with you. It's coming as the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So position is an issue. And they are, honestly, this feels like they're very conflicted because there's a loneliness that comes out of that energy. I was the happiest I've ever been. When they fantasize about you in the dream realm, that's where they get to be happy. That's where they get to focus on happiness. Emerging idea, passion, creativity, and initiation. The Ace of Wands. We have here, I never let you into my sanctuary, and you deserve someone better than me. So the 9 of Pentacles does speak to sort of positionary issues, also about the attraction that they have and the physical presence of you and how you carry yourself. It talks about them putting you up on this pedestal where they can't seem to reach you or they look up to you. So you could actually be, you could work above them, or there could be like a manager position here. There could be some sort of position that's ahead, like you could be above them or they could be above you. I watch you, I just can't help it. Keeping tabs on you and your social media. What is their current thoughts and feelings about pile 3 during their dream realm? Is this connection real? Do you feel it too? I saw I want to call, but would you answer? They wonder if it's all in their head. That's why they need to be detoxified, because they feel like it's unrealistic to assume that you feel the same way. And it may be unrealistic for them to assume that there can be change here at this time. I'm haunted by this connection. I just saw you make me hot. And that light, my light just went out. I miss you terribly. Do you miss me? The thing about these queens is that they're very unbothered. You know, they don't seem bothered here. The breakup was bad. I'm still healing. So this person could have made a sort of bit of a habit. They might jump from thought to thought to thought. It's like a habit to jump from thought to thought to thought. It's like if they obsessed over someone in the past, now they've shifted their focus to you. Wake up call. And that's what their dreams are acting as, is a wake-up call to detoxify from this obsession. We are not on the same level. I do not deserve you. So maybe even in the work environment, I don't feel like you're on the same level. Oops. We have one on the floor. No one compares to you. No one compares. And another one on the floor. It's a floor day. I look for you wherever I go. So this person's always watching you, especially in the work realm. If there's a connection there, they're always watching you. They're always making sure they know where you are. I imagine a future with you. They like to dream of a future with you. Let's ask Spirit, though, about whether or not this person will take any sort of action. The future of this connection, the future actions from this person who can't stop dreaming about pile 3. The Judgment. The 7 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles. I don't know that this person will take a risk towards you. I feel like for someone watching, they might just take a bit of a risk towards you, but these dreams are acting as an epiphany moment for this person. Right this moment, they're not getting the gist of the message, though, from their dream realm, because this Judgment card is urging them with the 7 of Swords to be honest with themselves about their position, about the obstacles, about the unknown, so that they have all of the information before they take a risky leap of faith here. Because if they do, it could create major upheaval. It could create major change that maybe they're not 100% ready for, because there's the Justice, and it will create change in their environments, both in the practical realm, in the career realm as well. So I feel like this person will continue to suppress their emotions. The dreams will continue, though, to help them to clear out some of that clutter with the detoxification. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. What was the last thought that this person had about pile 3 in the bowl? person that is obsessively dreaming about them. Oh, Page of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Swords and we have the Five of Swords. Now the Ten of Swords it's sideways. They haven't reached that epiphany yet where it's fully upright, where they accept that their egos become transfixed upon something that they need to release. They're still internally conflicted and they still really want to explore a connection with you. But this Page of Wands is reversed. So there are obstacles to getting even there. This person does bring forward a little bit of emotional immaturity along with them as well. We have a Hammer. I think of the work environment. We have the Empty Heart here. I think of really loneliness. I think there's a really strong sense of loneliness with this person. They're really lonely. We have the Turtle on his back, so slow moving energy, somebody who wants to be seen with integrity, somebody who wants other people to respect them. We have the Rabbit with no face, someone who wants to explore, and someone who hasn't expressed themselves to you. They also feel a little bit overlooked by you. For someone watching, they don't even know if you know their name. We have the Baby Carriage. I think of children. We also have another Turtle, so very slow moving energy. I always think about the Knight of Pentacles, and I think about Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. We have the Surrender, 2 sea stars here, surrender to the flow. And this is a white sea star, so surrendering into clarity. At this moment, that is the call from their guides, is to just surrender, to stop the obsession and to surrender so that the truth will reveal itself in time. We also have here the Mermaid. So you're this temptation, this siren. They do keep their feelings about you secret. They feel like their attraction to you is dangerous in some way as well. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, please drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my other links below as well. For Etsy, for a personal reading if you feel called to. For Instagram, to just, I offer an opportunity to win a mini read over there on occasion. So I'd love to see you over there. But please come back and visit me at another day at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope you have a great day.